feels like the world's biggest.
Simon and Nick, and I just want to first say thank you guys for everything that you've done on and off the screen. And, my question for both of you is, what was the defining moment in both of your lives that inspired you to pursue a career in film?
Oh dear.
Wow, that's a big question.
It feels like the world's biggest AA meeting all of a sudden. You want to go first?
I think my mum was very into amateur dramatics, and I kind of, you know, followed along with her, and then suddenly I'm in a film. And it was, you know, just growing up around people that were creative, and, you know, I wanted to do the same thing, I guess. So I don't think there was one defining moment, apart from when the ghost of Shakespeare knocked on my bedroom door. It was just kind of something I fell into, I guess.
I think for me, there are a couple of things. Meeting Simon when I was 21 years old. Before meeting Simon, I was a bit of a thick thug. And now I'm a slightly smarter thug. But also, you know, I reached 30 years old and I was tired of being Ed, and I pulled my finger out of my butt, and I, you know, started to take life a bit more seriously.
Do that sound effect again. Nice.
Okay,
thanks, Mark. Thank you.
Hunter S. Thompson has a question.
Why wouldn't he?
You know, I was so tickled to see the con on the big screen. What's it like for you guys to be here after filming being here? There's like 4 levels of meta happening.
It's crazy. It was very odd to restage Comic-Con in Albuquerque, and it felt like Comic-Con, you know, and we had a lot of great extras, we had a lot of great people that came along. Is anyone here? Was anyone there from here?
One person.
We had the 501st Stormtroopers.
Yes, it's a Legion, 501st Legion, I think.
We had loads of slave layers, loads of people, loads of Comic-Con people came down and recreated it. So it was a strange thing to have it somewhere else, you know, but it felt like home.
We actually did try and shoot here last year, but to quote the San Diego fire marshal, no fucking way. So, yeah, we had to rebuild in Albuquerque, and I think it worked. I hope.
Well, Simon, you're kind of I mean, with Comic-Con, you're sort of a lifer now. I mean, you know, with you guys from Shaun of the Dead, and then Scotty, and then also friggin' you battled the 9th Doctor of the Doctor Who series. I mean, you're going to be coming to Comic-Con for the rest of your life.
I think I could probably retire just, you know, coming to Comic-Con. I have sort of managed to tick off a few of my favorite sort of geeky franchises and stories, and yeah, it's nice being here, you know, although it's hard to move around without wearing a mask.
Yeah. Was that your question suitably answered? Okay, excellent. Thank you very much.
Make us proud.
Thank you. Who's next? Are you a Dalek?
Yes! I have a question following up on what Simon just said, but it's for everyone. What are the pros versus the cons of being a celebrity at Comic-Con? And do you ever sort of wish that you were just one of us nameless faces people that can wander the hall without a mask on?
Well, you're a Dalek. You're the deadliest thing in the universe, so you can't really just wander around. Why don't we go down the line and just everyone can answer that question? It's a great question.
People think I'm Moby, so yeah, never did bug me here.
I'm taking away your Lobot costume this time.
It's gonna be Lobot or the Watcher.
It is weird. It's you know, you can't sort of just wander around as perhaps you'd like to, because lots of people want to say hi, which is very nice. But it's you know, it's just come to the territory, and you can do it. You can, you know, you put a mask on and wander around. It's no big deal. It's such a great event, you know, you don't want to miss it, but sometimes it's a little difficult, but I wouldn't change it for the world, you know.
I was walking around Thursday dressed as a slave layer, so it can be done. I think for me, personally, it's all pros and no cons. I was a waiter 9 years ago, and now I'm sitting up here doing a film with Sigourney Weaver and Joe Trulio, so it's a dream for me.
It's just nice to be around so many people that love movies as much as we do. It's, and there's cons. I don't think there are any, but I haven't hit the floor yet. I'll be there later.
I came here, from 2000 to like 2004, I came every year just as a fan, and I always loved it, so it's cool that this is the first project I get to come with and hang out with everybody. It's pretty neat. And I went on the floor and no one gave a shit. It was great, I had a great time.
It sort of works out. It sort of works out.
Well, there wasn't a Comic-Con when I was growing up, and I definitely would have come, I definitely would have dressed up, so I love coming here. I feel so at home, and this is a love letter to all of you, and I'm so excited to be a part of it. And thank you for just one quick thing. I just want to, we were here a year ago for Avatar, and I want to thank you so much for your sustained, enthusiastic support, because all those naysayers gave up and it became such a planetary phenomenon, and it all started here a year ago, so thank you.
I too went on the floor, and people thought I was Dr. Phil.
I can't follow that, Jeffrey. I can't. I go on the floors of my first Comic-Con, and I just have double rainbow moments. I'm just in awe. Everyone I see, especially.
Can you see Johnny Trudeau's double rainbow shirt?
Show off your shirt. It's a great honor to be in this movie. It's just amazing, and there's so many wonderful smells and sights here.
It's not, since I lost a little weight, I look a little bit like J.J. Abrams is the only problem for me. People don't like me that much, but they fucking love J.J. Abrams over here. Just so, JJ, just so you know, people love your shit. I'm getting a lot of props. I've been taking the credit, just so you know. Enough of the other loss, not me.
Hello, fam. I love all of you, but my question is for Simon and Nick. I love all your work, especially the show Spaced. And I want to ask, will you ever do work with Jessica Stevenson again? Because the three of you have really great chemistry.
I just did a movie with Jess earlier this year called Burke and Hare, which John Landis directed, and will be out later on in the year. And Jess played Andy Serkis.
Just played Andy Serkis?
Jess played Andy Serkis.
Amazing cast.
Playing Gollum. No, it's a film about two real-life murderers in the sort of Regency period, 1828. And Jess plays Andy's wife, Lucky, and it was lovely to work with her again. She's such a funny actress and a great person, so I'll always work with those people again at the drop of a hat. They're my friends,
I'll say no.
All right, next, thank you.
I'm overwhelmed by the challenges out there.
So glad you made it back.
For Seth, you're working on Green Hornet right now, so how hard was it to balance both doing this movie and doing that one?
It was a little tricky. I actually recorded a lot of the motion capture stuff before we started filming Green Hornet, and then we kind of filmed pretty much simultaneously, I think. And then when they were done, I've kind of been going in and re-recording a lot of the voice stuff, and they've been capturing my face. Horrific as that sounds, but yeah, it worked out quite well, and I loved working on it.
Is it true, the Trudeau, did you actually stand in for the alien on the set when you guys were shooting?
Yes, I was hired because when I'm on my knees, I'm the perfect height of Paul. Yes, I did some standing in on set just so Simon and Nick had someone to talk to.
But you would do a lot of funny shit that I would then re-record and take credit for. But yeah, no,
there you go.
Exactly. Oh, Joe did something really funny. Star Trek 2 coming soon.
Sir,